I look like awful, but it's currently snowing. You can't see, but I can maybe... I don't know how to capture it on camera. I can't. The ground? No, you actually can't see it, but it's currently snowing. And we're on the top of the mountain waiting for the cloud to go. Good evening! It's update time. So, I ended the last vlog saying that Rainbow Mountain got cancelled and we were going to go to Machu Picchu. Turns out today it was the other way around. Rainbow Mountain went ahead this morning and Machu Picchu is cancelled for tomorrow, but I'll get into that after I tell you about Rainbow Mountain because it was a long day. A long day. Currently eating watermelon bursts for dinner because that's just the kind of day we've had. So, we got up at 1:15 this morning after like barely sleeping. I slept okay, the other girls just didn't fucking sleep at all. But yeah, so we got up at 1:15 for a pickup at 2 o'clock this morning. We were waiting. Got to 2:15, driver wasn't there. Got to 2:30, driver wasn't there. It was like 2:35, we like got this message and they were like, oh, meet us in this plaza. And we were like, okay, whatever, slay. Went to the plaza, took so long for them to get there. Okay, that's an exaggeration, it was probably like 10 or 15 minutes. It just felt like a long time because it was 2 o'clock in the morning and we were cold and tired. Anyway, we walked for a bit, our guide was lovely, got on the bus, drove. It was amazing. We stopped and had breakfast, blah, blah, blah. There was a lot of rocks on the road, but other than that, there wasn't any roadblocks, I don't think, on the way there. Maybe one. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, it's yeah, there was a few. It's not important anyway. I'm tired. So then, anyway, we did Rainbow Mountain. My gosh, it was very incredibly hard to climb. Like, so hard to climb. We made it, and we did it without a horse, which, you know, we were quite proud of because it's a long way up, and the altitude makes it, like, really hard to breathe. I feel like I never believed in altitude sickness. I don't know. I was just kind of like, it's just air. Just kind of get over it, but my goodness gracious. We were huffing and puffing. Anyway, so we got up the top and the views were beautiful. Our guide was telling us about like the Incan gods and everything. Also, he's half Incan. Like he was born in the rainforest, which was super interesting. Yeah, anyway. Did all the photos, which you saw in the clips, like stunning views. It was so nice. Hiked back down. We got snowed on, that was fun. Hiked back down, got on the bus, all was well. Drove to lunch. Lunch was great, that all went well. We left lunch at about 1 o'clock, I reckon. Got to a roadblock about 1:30. 1:30? Yeah. I'm gonna say 1:30. We sat at the roadblock for about an hour and a half. Roadblock is in relation to the protests happening, everybody. They line up and like put rocks and dirt and cars on the road so that you cannot go that way. Anyway, so the first roadblock, hour and a half, that was like, we were like, oh my God, can we just go? Can we go? And then this one couple went to a store and we were like, oh my God, we're so hungry. Like we should go to the store. And then they were like, we're moving in 4 minutes, stay on the bus. And we were like, cool, let's go. We drive for not even 3 minutes tops. And we hit another roadblock. And these guys aren't moving. They're not going anywhere. They're just not. Did we hit 3 roadblocks or 2? It was 3. Anyway, okay, well then that's a lie. The first one we probably waited like an hour at. And then the second one, we waited an hour and a half. And then the third one, we waited like another hour and a half. So we waited like 4 hours in total today at roadblocks on a bus. And one of the roadblocks, the hour and a half one, we had no service. So that was not fun. Not to complain, but I just have to get it out. All I've done is complain about this all day. I'm so sorry to everybody. Oh, none of you know because I haven't been complaining to you guys, but to Brie and Sophie is all I've done. Anyways, so we finally get back to Cusco at like 8:15. And Sophie and I just went to the corner store, got some lollies and stuff because we're going to the Amazon rainforest tomorrow. That is the plus. That is what is getting us through. We leave at 4:50. So we've packed and everything. Brie, on the other hand, went to get some gluten-free food because lunch didn't really cater for her. She just had to eat plain rice, which is like all she's eaten this whole trip. So she was like, I'm just going to go get some dinner. We were like, cool, you do you. Anyway, she goes, there's no gluten-free food. She has very many, like lots of food intolerances. Basically, the only other thing she can eat is like chicken and carrot. And they were like, oh, we don't have either of those. And she started crying in the restaurant.
You were injured and I had to go get you.
She told the waiter that like her friend, like we were injured and she had to go help us. Yeah, that's why she was crying, not because they didn't have gluten-free food. That's how a day went. Like one small thing, if I stub my toe, it's the end. It's just one thing after another. Every time we get good news, it's just bad news. Like with the rainforest, we're going tomorrow, but we had to pay like an extra $60 because, which doesn't, in retrospect, doesn't sound like a lot, but the trip has cost us like 300 or 400 Australian dollars or something, and now we had to add an extra 60 because, I don't know, because we had to. Anyway, so we were just not having a good day. On the plus side, I got a lot of reading done on the bus. We met this lovely girl from Mexico. She was from Mexico. She was lovely. The people on our bus were lovely. There was one lady catching a flight at 9:20 and we literally got back at 8:15, and I was like, girl, I don't know if you're gonna make it. So I hope she made it. Anyway, that's the update. Apologies for the ramble. That is all.